It's too bad we're not playing as an elephant nation. Right. I want you... So it would cost 40 to build an outpost here because it is adjacent to that. The only question is, where? This would be next to 2 oases and also a crater for science. Potentially. And I actually kind of like that spot. Yeah! Let's build over there. Now, I need you to try and make your way home. And... oh, I see. There are people here. Go ahead and just stand there. Wait until reinforcements, effectively. And you are... a little bit concerned about Zyria blocking my way. City centre sadly doesn't exploit science. Yeah, which is a little bit weird. I feel like the city centre should just exploit everything. This would be rather more defensive, because they would have to come from that direction or this direction. Whereas here, I mean, we would control access through this bit with the city right there. They could come from the north. I mean, neither of these locations is particularly good for northern defenses. We'd have to build like here. No, I still think that this is the best spot. Because we can go farm, farm.
How might my people aid your cause this day? Your proposal is too much...
Nope. Gonna call your bluff right now. Well, neither of us have any soldiers to speak of. Oh, it's too bad that you ran all that way. Let's go and grab that, and I might actually move you back around. See if we can take down the mammoth for the extra influence. Would be a nice little boost. Ah, and Byblos has actually built all of the things that Byblos was trying to build. So let's get another person working on food generation. And I mean, quite frankly, we may as well just get another farm going. And really try and double down on the growth. We're currently in first, which isn't that much of a surprise. Population still 12. We haven't done much research. Expansions are ongoing. Merchants, they always require so much gold to generate, and they just never seem to get that far. Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between the two temples in Byblos, each representing a different sect of beardism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contends that only women with their capacity for nurturing life possess the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leader? Well, this is always an interesting one. Who are our religious leaders going to be? Men, women, or everyone? Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Best keep your guy on science as you lost a turn with the move to food. I mean, yeah, but I'm losing 12 turns if I'm not doing the food. I think I'd rather get the population at the moment because I can turn that into industry as well. Mammoth only gives money, not influence, once you enter the ancient era. Ah, okay, that's good to know. Is the game difficult to discern how to progress? I don't think so. Oh, that's true. Beardism led by women. Hang on a minute. Hadn't even considered that. Anyway, the vote came in as all, so we're going to go with all. Anyone's allowed to grow a beard. Alright, onwards. Suddenly I feel like we're a dwarven society. How do I think multiplayer will go? I think it'll be good. Something to try one of these days for sure. Whoops, what was the actual grievance?
If you seek the greater good.
Oh, Quill! You attacked me! Run away! Oh good, you're running the right way. Fine. And... nah, we'll just try and get home so I can merge you into the city. One of you is going to want to build an outpost here, which we can do now. 50, next turn. Perfect. We'll just need to decide where exactly. And we also need to be aware of the fact that we have 3 outposts here which need to be guarded from those with light fingers who may wish to steal them from us. Okay, you're built. Now... why can't I... I thought that these could build... oh, no, because we don't have the research for them yet. Right, artisans come with calendar. So once we've got fishing, we can get calendar. That works. I forgot we got everything in the wrong order. Bloody Phoenicians doing everything wrong. Gah. Oh, you can grab that. Even better. Bit of free money. Not going to say no to that. Nice little train of people moving forwards. Okay, 2 more turns until that finish. Ooh, no, I wanted to build another outpost here. Where though? Just smack bang in the middle? No, I think we want a defensive spot. Maybe right up here at the top. With perhaps the eventual plan of merging these 3 locations together. Build it here. Protect ourselves from the north. Be another block to getting to Biblos. Wouldn't be that difficult to move the districts up here to the north. Build it here. Protect access to the actual pass. I think I'm going to build it as high up as I can. Build it up there. It'll be slow to produce though. Not very much food. And Quill caught us. Are you on high ground? I mean, you would be. Now, I'm defending, so I should be stronger, right? Except I'm not. Alright, now I've got the high ground. These sneaks. They sneaked around! Ah, they got us. Curse you, Quill! Alright, Biblos is almost done. You're almost done. These two are going to be able to merge together very, very soon. Now I'm starting to put together some armies of scouts. You are moving to build an outpost right there. And then you, frankly, can join Biblos if you have the food capacity for it, which we do. And I'm going to start putting more people on science, because I am a little bit concerned about falling too far behind in the scientific trades. Then I guess we'll have this one guy running around up here in the north, keeping the Assyrians off my back. And how's our food? We'll be short, but only I think for one turn, because we can get another farmer next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and add you to the city. We'll just make you a scientist for now. I just need to remember to reset you. There we go. And there's fishing, which will allow us to get the haven. Alright, so Mycenaeans really dislike us, so we need to prepare for a potential conflict against them. But in the meantime, I want to build a haven. Now, what are the requirements? Money from adjacent coastal water, money from lakes. They're actually really effective in lakes. Maybe not so much. And I think this is literally adjacent, not the one out as it usually is. So the best spot is here. Okay, 10 gold. Then we can build another one. Ah, that can go out here. We are planning to add... Yeah, you're not coast... Well, no, you're all lakes. Unfortunately, this central bit will never belong to any of us. Yeah, that's all lake. So here we'll at least have a 1, 2, 3. This is going to be in a different region. You're going to be in a different region too. Probably, in which case we should probably build down here instead. There. Stability is a bit low. You're not wrong. Yeah, okay. Holy site time. Which will now beg the question of where the heck should I put this thing? Kind of feel like it should be in the more southern region. Put it there. That's going to be some more something. An old horde. Sounds good to me. Calendar. There we are. Now I can start putting these places... Oh yeah, you can build havens too. That's true. I want you to start working in the gold mine. And then the haven. Because why not? Except for the fact that you can't actually see what you're producing in that time, so hold off, it's fine. You can build gem mine, and then we'll do a haven after that. You are still building. You can also build... Oh no, you literally just can build the haven. And this is going to be the best spot for you. You may as well just start working on it now. What does the civic freedom of speech do? 20% civic point net, it says. Oh, you mean in your game? That means you generate more civic points, so you can get more civics faster. We do need to choose a new technology. We want something military now, I think. Although we can build archers without anything special. Same with warriors. And we can build spearmen with copper, which we'll have access to. So I think we'll do city defense, then bronze working. Then probably domesticization. No. Organized warfare. Domesticization. Masonry. We'll get those done first. Organized warfare so I can get the reinforcements. And sailing would be access to the bioream and the fishmonger, which would provide more money. And I do like money, seeing as we're the Phoenicians. Are any of the others... Oh yeah, the others are getting ahead of us in terms of the stars. What can I be doing? I mean, science we get in 2 turns. We're actually sciencing like crazy at the moment. And even construction we'll get. I mean, money is slowly but surely bubbling up. What do I need for the market quarter? Writing. Well, in that case, let's get writing after organized warfare. Yeah. Alright. What do I want to do with you? I mean, ideally... Actually, ideally what I want to be doing is turning you into a city. Which will cost 160. Alright, let's think about this for a second. So, city here, which is going to be all 3 of these. City, which is these 2. City, which is these 2. Yeah, I don't think it really behooves us to be necessarily too tall here. Oh, yeah, good point, thank you. We do need to change the farmer, although we're actually producing food. Because of how good our adjacencies are. But that stability is a concern. So it's a good thing that we started working on the stone rings. So I think at this point we are basically saving up influence to build the cities. So we'll want a city here first. And then a city here second. And then to expand here, if that's still free. Although we're still a fair ways away from any of our neighbours here. So I think we'll be alright. And then otherwise, I think I'm just going to head back to the old capital. That's going to take you 3 turns to travel. It's out of interest. How long does it take you to get to the capital? 4 turns. You know, if we station all of our armies on that crater, we can basically get to either end of the Empire as quickly as we need to stop people raising our land. The growing faithful. The Empire's religion grows, and more followers coming into the faith every day. Some practice their beliefs through ceremonies led by priests, while others guide their own worship. It is time to leave blessings to one of these means. We do have a civics point. So we can get the procession, which allows us to spend money to increase stability. We are going to be wealthy, so that may not necessarily be a bad thing. Or we can get cheaper religious sites, which would mean that we use less industry to actually build holy sites and then get the most out of them. Out of interest, how strong is our... Oh, our religion's really strong. Yeah, because we got a really early established religion again, it's just snowballing. So maybe we want to make the most out of the religion. I don't know. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. So religious rights would be that choice, which I think is a pretty strong one. Celebrating versus... that's absorbing outposts. That would reduce the influence cost and also move us more towards progress. and allow us to build up our city faster. Army composition would also give us either the cheaper units or the combat strength. Two cities are influence expensive, aren't they? Yes, they are. Having actual armies changed the AI opinion of you a lot in the previous stream. That is true. Which is why I'm kind of thinking maybe army composition. Now I think that reducing the industry cost of a unit will also reduce their purchase cost. Because what you're doing is you're basically buying production units when you purchase a unit. So, question, do we want better units or do we want cheaper ones? And this is a question which is going to come up right now. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Are we going to go for the conscripts or are we going to go for the professional soldiers? The other thing I'm going to say is I probably will stream until 2:30 today, seeing as I've been very late for both of my streams. So this one will run later than they usually do. We have had people following. Adamako, Sansibaro, Dave, Danganman, Zydo Speed, Rafez, Trojari, Expedite Au, Abibi, and Black Text. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. Hello. Hi. Cheaper is usually better unless you need the combat strength. We will see what people do. Combat damage is based on difference. One strength is always useful. Yeah, so my previous notes on veterans giving only +1 combat, it's not as bad as it sounds, because it is done on difference. Okay, votes are in, and the conscripts actually came in with just 32%. I actually thought here, where we can just buy units, reducing the purchase cost would have been really, really good. Because it is an advantage in every era. Combat strength is only in this era. That's not true. Unless that's a bug. Two units with -1 strength are better than one unit with +1. I mean, it's basically a difference of 20% bigger army versus 1 combat strength on that army. But we have chosen to go with the professional soldiers. People here are apparently liking the elite. I think the only time we ever went conscript was when we were Egypt. We just made everything really cheap. Babylos is going to have a uprising. That's really unfortunate. Although I'm rich. And because I'm rich, I think I can probably buy in some resources. Let's see if we can buy them for green.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
Because even though he's a militarist, I'm not convinced that Spiff would attack us. Whereas Yellow
my
is...
people by sharing air with you.
He definitely will.
So tell me, how are you today?
Quill's usually pretty cool. The problem is, if I'm trading with Quill, it's going to get cancelled as soon as we go to war with Yellow. Well, depends if it's smart about routes. And from my experience so far, it's really not. Yeah, I'm going to have uninterrupted trade with Green. You have no luxuries. Okay, that... well, that decides it then, doesn't it? Hi, Quill. How about sending me some... Ooh, lead. Science per researcher. That's a thing I think I can do. How about some mercury? Ooh, science per mercury. That's a thing I think I can do. And there we go. Problem solved. Stability is back up to 30, and we can continue constructing. Good stuff. Yeah, we're going to build the cities. This is fine. Armies are merging together. Science, we are still going for city defense, which will allow me to actually build warriors. And there's the city defense. There's another era star, which is a building... No, it's not a building star. It's a science star. And population continues to grow. Right, are you lot actually building stuff? You are. You are. You are. You aren't. You should be. You definitely should be. Ah, the trade's actually coming through here. So it's going around yellow. Well, alright then. Aha! Tenet! Okay, so beardism. What do we want to do with beardism? Are we going to eschew gluttony, which gives us +5 money for all territories under the religion's influence? Science, stability, influence. Or are we going to increase the money on holy sites, science on holy sites, industry on holy sites, or food on holy sites? Holy sites tend to be in already highly developed places, so I'm not convinced the industry is worth it. Science could be, but I think that the per territory is going to be better. Like, this is basically the equivalent of 2 territories, and you go, well, per holy site, you can get up to technically 7, but really 4. Yeah, stability would be really good, because it would allow us to build tall. And if we're being realistic about what we own, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be 7 bits. 7 holy sites. No, 7 territories. So that would be 70 stability. Or we can get up to 7 holy sites. I feel like territories are going to scale better, because other people can be converted. And we are converting fairly aggressively. I mean, unfortunately, we're shamanism, which means we're going to have the influence, which is going to be good early on, but it will fall off a bit. But we're already so far ahead of the others that we're just kind of snowballing because of the way the followers work. So I think we are going to go for the top line. So this is either going to be gluttony, which is money. And bearing in mind, we are playing as Phoenicia. We do like money. We do get things cheaper, so money goes further. Science. Stability, which means more districts. Although we do have a wonder right next door. And building commons I don't think would be that hard. Or smite the unbelievers, which is influence. I think that the influence one is probably the least interesting, because that's only going to be strong early on. We've already got the influence from holy sites, so less concerned about that. I think it's going to be really between these 3. You know, I'm going to remove influence, and I'm going to choose 2 of these. Food on holy sites. Usually they're already established by then. This, I think, would be money. Tithe the wealthy.